Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of GatheredPlans. I hope that you're doing well. I have this beautiful kit called Crisp Fall. It's from Meow, and I had so much fun planning with this kit. The colors are right up my alley. I love the soft colors and the greens and the nudes. It's just really gorgeous. This is also the first week of December, and it's also Greg's birthday week. So I was actually just thinking about how I didn't use any of the holiday scripts that I got. I got holiday scripts from Paper Trail Plans, things that say like decorate Christmas tree, drink eggnog, bake, etc. And I didn't realize that I had them. I forgot because I had put them in a pile after I did a haul, because I do a haul for YouTube and then I also wanted to share over on Instagram, and I didn't put them away, so I forgot that I had them to use for this week, which is such a bummer. But instead I wrote out what I did, like I decorated my mantle and I decorated my Christmas tree. But thankfully the following week I have multiple Christmas trees this year, mostly because every year every time we've lived somewhere, we've had a tree from that place. Like the first place we lived at in our apartment, we had a very tiny mini Christmas tree. I wouldn't say mini, it's probably like a good 3 feet tall. And then we got like a 6 foot tree for our townhouse. And then now that we moved into our new house and our bigger house in 2020, this year we actually got a 9 foot tree because our 6 foot tree looked really tiny in our vaulted area. So I actually didn't put a tree there for that reason, because our tree was so short in comparison to the room. So this year I went all out and I actually got a 9 foot tree, I think from King of Christmas, I think that's the name of the place, but they were having a really good sale before Black Friday, and I'm really glad that I got it. It is such a beautiful tree, and the quality is great, and the shipping was really great and fast as well. So overall, really happy, positive experience. So here I'm just taking the torn paper and using that at the corners. I struggle with trying to decide if I want to put the edges of the torn paper flush to the sides of the sheet or to the column line. So this time I just decided to put it to the column line. I also pulled in the falling leaves from the Gathered Layers and Panda Bird Design collection. That is the date strip, and I used the transparent matte version so I could, see the torn paper behind it. I decided to still use, well, this is honestly like a fall kit. I think this is my last fall plan with me. So honestly, this was like the perfect transition kit. It's actually why I pulled this kit in. I think like with the sweaters and the colors, it's a beautiful transition from fall into winter. And winter doesn't officially start until December 21st, but I do have several winter slash Christmas kits this year. So I want to use them as much as possible. And I actually don't mind using like holiday inspired or holiday themed kits into the new year, like throughout winter. I'm not going to use like your traditional like holiday colors, but I will say like some full boxes, it's inevitable. Sometimes there will be like a gingerbread man or a full box with wrapping gifts, but the color palette is very neutral and like perfect for winter, and it's more of like a winter snowy vibe than it is like a holiday kit. But I think like the clip art that comes with it is naturally like holiday inspired too, because there's like sweaters and wrapping gifts and hot chocolate and a gingerbread man and things like that. Or like you'll see like a decorated front door with like Christmas decor, even though I wouldn't say like the whole kit screams like Christmas, if that makes sense. So I feel like those are totally okay by me to use like through winter. I don't mind using them, but I feel like I'm actually kind of short on winter kits this year. I've seen a couple of people post that. I didn't realize that I didn't have too many winter kits, and I haven't really been shopping a lot of winter kits either. So what I think I'm going to actually do is use this as an opportunity to use a lot of my anytime kits for wintertime and kind of get a good balance of winter spreads and just kind of like neutral anytime kits, some floral ones as well that are more like spring forward, but they're also like anytime themed, if that makes sense. Like the colors aren't very specific to winter, which I think will break up the whole winter vibe at times. And I also have a really pretty like city kit for a travel that I'm going to be planning soon, so that'll be really cool to use that, and hopefully I can get some florals to pair with it, because I think the city kit is like I think it's from SimplyWaterColorCo, but it was at the time when florals were not trending so much. So hopefully I can find some florals to supplement that. Okay, I did talk through pretty much everything in the foundation here. I struggled so much with the sidebar because I had this extra full box and I wanted to use the swing set and scene, and it was just too like busy with the boxes next to each other. So I just decided to take the swing off of the full box. I had to pull out my undo and I wanted that white space. So instead I pulled in a Polaroid and the same kind of header, and I just had the swing set hanging from a header and some dividers and then the pumpkins at the bottom. I also really loved these larger florals. I had like this vision to use large florals behind full boxes, and I didn't have enough, so I just had one on each side of the spread, and the other one I think I put on Saturday. So I love how this turned out. It was definitely a challenge planning planning the day in the column with that large floral. I definitely did not think about how that would totally get in the way, but I just had to lift the florals here and there to kind of adjust. And that's kind of the challenging thing of laying down a foundation and planning around it. It can be very challenging at times. Like for me, I know some planners out there put the full boxes down as they plan. I like to put them down beforehand, and that's just my style. And I kind of felt like I could do the same with these large florals and it wouldn't be too challenging for me, but it definitely was. It was still just different. Also, I just want to throw out some more shout outs to Tara from the Sticker Garden. I have been really loving making my garlands come from florals and just florals, because before I would usually have them coming down from like accents and or headers, and I think it's so gorgeous. I'm so glad that I saw her do that in a spread, and it just stood out to me, and it's so beautiful. And here there are times where I have had the florals extend more than just the column, so I decided to do that so it could kind of stay with the whole motif of the large florals and, you know, make it kind of look like it was expanding outside of the columns. So here on Monday, I took Jace on a walk. I did pull in these mouse-looking leashes from White Deer Stationery. They are not my favorite, but I refuse to let them go to waste. So, like, it does look like a leash, and it's the same kind of leash I have for my dog, but I'm just a little bit bummed because from a glance, it does look like a mouse. Like, I can never unsee it now, and that's just because how my brain is wired. But took Jace on a walk, talked to Tay and Jess, and then had 2 meetings this day. I had to lift that up, and I wanted to put a colored swatch under it just to have not a like boxy box, but like some swatch of color. And then I had a massage appointment. Ew, why did I say it like that? I had a massage appointment at 5, and then I also had therapy at 7. So pretty busy Monday. I love to have my massages on Monday if I can. I feel like it sets my week right, and it sets the tone for the week, and it's really great. So on Tuesday, I filmed a plan with me, and then I took Jace on 2 walks this day. Again, using the same mice leashes. This is nothing against like the shop's design. It's just I can't unsee it now. I don't know. I think I mentioned this before when I used these icons in the past, and I've had some people comment and say they thought it was a mouse too. But they're still really cute, and they're very detailed and adorable. And there goes Jace. He is barking. Okay, I had 3 meetings this day. I love using scripts over floral like this. I'll cut a floral in like half or something, and I'll cover the cut line with the script, and I think this turned out really pretty. Also pulling in the that divider from Sadie Stickers with the dainty dots. Those are really beautiful. The garlands are also from Sadie Stickers. I like these garlands that she has where you can kind of make your own, and there's 3 different options, because I like the preset ones that I used too. I think I used one on Monday, but I like the ones where you can put them together, and it's really fun to just make your own depending on the spacing of the area that you're working in. I watched and finished Dairy Girls. It is such a good show. I am obsessed. I cannot wait for the next season to come out. It just was like historically on point. The time period they were in, the humor, and like just the friendship that they had. I just loved how whoever created that show and wrote the show and produced it, it was perfect. It was literally so spot on, and it was just so fun to watch. I could not stop. I finished it so quickly. I think I finished it in the same week I started it, and it's a really good show. I think I've said before in the past, like I've never really been the person to watch a lot of shows because I don't have a lot of time. But that's been something new that I wanted to start doing for myself, is make a lot more time to watch shows and catch up on shows that people talk about or that I've never got a chance to finish just because I never have time to. So I'm really glad I'm making a lot more time to do that. And it's been really great and fun because I feel like I can actually talk to people about, the same kinds of shows that they watch, and we can have conversations and things like that. So, okay, on Wednesday, I ordered some checks. So don't laugh at me. I have never owned checks in my life. I've never needed to have checks except for just recently. So I need to renew my passport, and I'm pretty sure like the options were only a check or like some other option. I don't know, but I was like, okay, you know what? My bank gives free checks, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get some. It was $0 and it was great. But I know how to write a check, right? Like I know how to write one. I've never had to use one. It's just kind of like not the time that I grew up in, but or I didn't have money at the time that checks were like prevalent, if that makes any sense. I was still a kid. I was so broke, so it didn't matter. But yeah, I just felt so odd like having a checkbook. And I'm probably going to use it once or once in a blue moon. It's going to be very rare, but it is very nice to have them, and they do come in handy when you do need them. So did that on Wednesday, had 2 meetings, walked Jace, talked to Tay and Jess again, did some cardio on the treadmill, and then we had a Plans Change podcast on Instagram Live with Tay and Lauren. And then on Thursday, I love the way I marked Hello December. I'm obsessed with this. I got this inspo from Danny. She cuts out like she cuts out the Polaroid, and a lot of this inspo also trailed from Tay's collaboration with Sadie Stickers, like her hanging frames and just her frames, not hanging frames, her frames that are cut out. And it's just like such a great concept. And I never thought to actually cut out like my Polaroids like that. Even though the background is white, it's just nice to kind of weave in and out stickers. So that was really fun and pretty to do. I don't know if it was necessary for me to do, but I did it anyway. But yeah, Tay originated that whole idea of cutting out frames with her collaboration with Sadie Stickers. And then I've seen Danny do it with so many different stickers that you see in kits. And that was just so genius. I never thought to even cut up my own stuff like that. So that's really cool. So I love how I marked that. I pulled in some hanging snowflakes from Honey Inked. They are so dainty and beautifully foiled. The Hello December script is from Paper Trail Plans, and I love the boots and the sweater. Like that's just such a perfect way to mark winter. And had 2 meetings, trained back and biceps, and then we put up the Christmas tree in and decorated our front porch. We had so many decorations to do, so I was just like, I could not do it at once, like on one day. Before in the past, and like when we've had like our apartment or our townhouse, we were able to do like everything in one night or one day. And today or this year, it's just, I can't. I'm exhausted. It's like so much to do. So we did break it up amongst several days. So I love those ornaments from White Stationery. I get so excited to use them. They are just the cutest sticker. It's a box with ornaments. And I have like large ornaments that I put on a ladder, and I weave garland for my front door, and I have like a wreath, and I have a lantern with candles, and it's a whole vibe. That's kind of what I do with my front porch. I have this like ladder that I always kind of decorate, and depending on like the season, I'll put certain things on it. I used to do a lot more in my townhouse, and I brought it back out just for the holidays. I just haven't really been in like the mood to decorate. So anyways, sorry, I'm tripping on my words here. Thursday was Greg's birthday as well, so I wanted to mark that, and that was really cute. I'm so happy that this kit had the lace dividers, and I trimmed that, and then I put a divider from Sadie Stickers to kind of cover the cut line. The happy birthday script is from Paper Trail Plans, and the cupcake is from White Stationery. The teeny bows are also from Sadie Stickers. Friday was a really, really, really rough morning. I used a cloud sticker from White Stationery. I think that was a freebie. I had a really bad panic attack, and it was terrible. So I did not sleep very well at all. So I tried to get as much rest as possible, but as soon as I got up, I just watched Dairy Girls, and it made me feel so much better. And I just used candles and a pumpkin that came with the deco to mark that. Took Jace on a walk, put on some makeup, and then Greg and I took some photos together, like before his birthday dinner. We were already super dressed up, so we just wanted to get some photos together. So that was really nice. We hadn't taken photos together in a long time. And we I reserved, or he reserved like a really nice dinner at this fancy Italian restaurant. So we went there, and there was a sommelier and all that good stuff. It was beautiful. Like the 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 restaurant is just gorgeous. Like on the inside, there was so much going on, but it was decorated so beautifully, and there was like a live band, and it was just really, really pretty and nice. Like you definitely go there for the aesthetics, you know? And then we just had this birthday dinner. So I used a martini glass. I don't drink martinis, but I just wanted to use that so I didn't end up wasting it, because I think the main sheet that I use from White Chair Stationery, I use most of the margarita ones, and then all the other ones I don't really use, so I just want to just use them up. On Saturday, I did some reading first thing in the morning, did a leg workout and stretched. We grabbed sushi at our favorite spot, and then I just filled in that space that was a little awkward with some pumpkin deco. And here, I really wish that I used my Paper Trail Plans Christmas or like holiday scripts, but instead I just wrote out decorate Christmas tree. So it's okay though, because next week, like, I did some more decorating. We have 3 Christmas trees, like I said, so it was definitely perfectly fine to just forget, I guess. I'm trying to make myself feel better, but let me know if you've ever forgotten to use this like a sticker and that's very specific, and if it bothers you or makes you kind of sad. And and also you're kind of like too lazy to go back and take everything up to redo it and just to use the sticker. That's how I'm feeling right now. But I did what I normally do, and I think I've been doing this since I started planning, is decorating my Christmas tree with some foiled elements. And this is a garland specifically from Honey Inked, and this was before garlands were super trendy. I think this was actually the start of garlands, really. And so I used those garlands, and I kind of wrapped the Christmas tree from White Chair Stationery, and it looks like you have like foiled ornaments on the tree. So I love that, and then I put a bow on the top as well. So you can kind of see that there. I will probably slow that down again. But on Sunday, just slept in. We had French toast in the morning, took Jason on a walk, went to Michael's and Home Goods to get some more decor, decorated our Christmas mantle, or sorry, decorated Christmas, yeah, I decorated our mantle for Christmas, and then started watching Abbott Elementary. Thank you, Tay, for the recommendation. It is hilarious. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love how the spread turned out, and I was really, really excited to finally use this kit. And I think I forgot, but the lace garland trims and dividers I pulled in are from Panda Bird Design with the Gathered Layers collection, and I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.